The number of people living on Dallas streets is increasing, and Fox 4 has learned that a new audit that the city did may be part of the problem. The audit found the city is actually not properly monitoring the organizations responsible for reducing homelessness, and it's giving one of those organizations millions of dollars. Fox 4's Lori Brown is live at City Hall with the story. Lori.
Heather, we just got a hold of the 69-page audit that was released to city leaders just minutes ago. Earlier, I got a confidential summary that essentially said the city of Dallas can't tell if millions of tax dollars have gotten any results or not.
If you feel like you're seeing more people living on the streets in Dallas, you're right. According to the most recent count, their numbers are up. Michael Prozequas, who lives in the Cedars neighborhood, says he doesn't need a study to know that.
The overflow from the bridge, which is right there, and the overflow from the stew pot, and the overflow from Austin Street Shelter, and the overflow from our calling all congregate in the neighborhoods and cause a lot of quality of life issues.
Prozequas says litter and loitering aren't the only problems for his neighborhood just south of downtown.
Public urination and defecation, people have sex in public, and it's the constant looking over your shoulder that's down there. And again, I'm not saying that everybody's a criminal, but there's opportunistic crime.
In a confidential summary we obtained, City Auditor Craig Kenton wrote, the City of Dallas cannot tell how well the homeless response system is performing and needs to improve oversight of the Metro Dallas Homeless Alliance and the bridge. We asked Dallas City Councilman Philip Kingston about the findings.
So are you concerned about taxpayer money?
Oh, I'm incredibly concerned. It appears to me that we have put millions of dollars every year into the same approach, and it isn't working. As a matter of fact, it seems to be getting worse.
Kingston wants the city to take over some of the responsibilities it's been outsourcing to nonprofits.
You just look at the results we've been getting for the money we've been spending, and you know something's not working.
The Bridge and Metro Dallas Housing Alliance both told us that they could not comment on the audit findings or any corrective measures that they may have taken since they had not seen the final audit yet. We'll bring you more information as we're able to go through the full audit. Heather?
As the number of people sleeping on Dallas city streets has skyrocketed, the city's search for a location to house the homeless appears to be at a standstill. Fox 4's Lori Brown live in Dallas with the story.
Clarice, city council members asked city staff to examine 7 locations to see if any of them could be a future site for a homeless assistance center. But the staff's conclusion was none of the sites are feasible.
Signs of the city's growing homeless population are everywhere. Encampments litter the city, like this one under I-45 next to Deep Ellum.
We can't say that there's nothing that we can do. We have to continue to try to do more and to try to do better with what we have.
When the city has cleared out homeless encampments, new ones pop up in other places. Daniel Roby is the executive director for the Austin Street Shelter.
It is always heartbreaking when anybody has no opportunity for shelter and has to sleep outside. It's not safe. 78% of women who are homeless have been physically or sexually victimized.
We're having a spike in homelessness, and that is overwhelming the assets that we have downtown.
Dallas City Councilman Philip Kingston says something has to be done.
What we need to do is have a strategy so that the rest of the city can bear some of the burden that right now really only affects the core.
The last count of the homeless population showed the number of people living on the street is up 23% compared with last year. But after city staff looked at 7 different locations suggested by council members, ranging from the old Dawson State Jail to the former Timberlawn Psychiatric Hospital to a motel or the old Parkland Hospital, the assistant city manager wrote staff does not recommend the suggested sites.
The memo to me, when you read it as a whole, appears to be staff saying that they don't want to do a homeless assistance center.
The memo does not offer any additional locations that could work, and there are no dates for any future discussions.
I don't want staff to tell me what I can't do. I'm already really aware of that. I want to be told what I can do.
What some city council members are looking to create is different from the bridge. Councilman Kingston wants a location where people can be sheltered with their loved ones and pets. Those are barriers that keep some people from utilizing shelters right now. Clarice?
There are new calls here at home for housing the homeless in Dallas after a Sunday attack on women downtown. 22-year-old Brandon Holbert remains in jail, not only on the assault charges from Sunday. Holbert had 4 outstanding arrest warrants and had drug arrests as recently as last month. The attack has raised more questions about solutions to housing the homeless. Fox 4's Sean Rabb asked some of those questions today. Sean, did you get any answers?
Yeah, we did get answers, Clarice, but answers don't always equal solutions. And after Sunday's attack, a lot of focus on the homeless, and now the focus is really sharpening on how to house the homeless.
Dallas planning to redouble face-to-face contact with those who appear to be part of the city's homeless population.
We have to strengthen our outreach efforts so that we actually know who is homeless versus those that may be panhandlers or others that hang out during the day.
The annual homeless count puts at 2,700 the number with no place to call a home of their own. Some 900 of those aren't in shelters, but find their ways to tent cities that pop up and grow for weeks, others months, before being pushed down. Those folks slipping into downtown or neighborhoods nearby.
We're working off of what we call a by name list. And that by name list helps us to not only know a number of people, but be able to say, who is it? Are these the same folks moving from place to place? What are their barriers or challenges for housing? But then also looking at best practices as it relates to shorter term housing, interim housing, and looking at how do we work better with our shelters so there are more lower barriers.
For some, the barriers aren't just physical. Estimates are about 14% of those on the streets have mental demons or controlled by addiction to drugs like K2, which is why giving money to panhandlers is discouraged.
Sometimes if you're just handing out $1 or handing out $2, that even if that individual does indeed use that for food, that's just food for that meal versus connecting them to more long-term resources.
For a long-term problem with no quick end in sight.
So Sharp and others with the city of Dallas are planning trips to Seattle, San Francisco, and San Antonio, cities that's had some success in providing housing for the homeless. They want to go, they want to look, they want to learn from these folks to see what they've done for their homeless population and how.
Right, it's that day. Truckers Feeding the Homeless 2019, headed to Dallas, Texas. It's like 3 in the morning right now. I ain't had but 2 hours of sleep. Let's go catch this flight.
Yo, I am straight tired. Detroit, Michigan, here we come. Then we're flying to Atlanta for a 50-minute layover. Then we're going to Dallas. Truckers Feeding the Homeless 2019. Dallas, Texas.
Yo, I am tired as a mug. Going on 2 hours sleep. It's gonna be a long day.
Tape CD covers the trees. Line a barrel up with your weak picture and street scriptures.
Oh man.
Hey, yo, check this out, right? So, 18.
Oh,
what's up?
What's up?
My brother. Finally get to meet you, man. You too, man.
Hey, what's up?
Real, I'm looking forward to it. I'm chilling.
Professor H up in this thing.
Got to go pick up the truck to go. 2 flat tires. Got unloaded. Need 2 more at the shipper.
Yeah. Every time I come here, we'll take that varnish. We got plenty.
Okay, I mean,
Somebody's pet rabbit or just a rabbit?
just a rabbit out the field.
Oh, okay. Hey. Close up.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, boo.
Yeah, the room.
Okay. Come on, JP, with that.
I gotta do it every hour. Chill out, bro. Oh, my bad.
I ain't talking about the camera. Big.
Somebody start from the six, so I start with Hey, with those little ones that we've been putting the salads in, we have how many more packages of those left? There's 2 calls. All we gotta do is put more faith in each other. And how many of those left in the package?
Man, that's Speedy Gonzalez, Mr. H took care of that.
Okay.
Come on, Abe. Man, I was eating food. I didn't know we be holding hands. I know the prayer movement.
Too short for that. All right, we'll bow our head. Lord, thank you for today. Please look over us while we're out there. Thank you. We're all grateful. We're grateful for allowing us to touch others through you. And bless the food. Bless all the work that's been done, and most of all, bless the people that we're about to touch in every way possible. Show them that they are not invisible, and just most of all, we're just grateful for letting us serve you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen.
Thug Holiday. Go ahead, you can cry us up, right, baby? Everything gonna get great today. This is a time when we take out to remember all the loved ones we lost through the struggle, you know. I dedicate this to my brother Hollywood, and Lil Choby, Bam, my dog Itchy, and Lil Trav. I dedicate this to the struggle, everybody in the county jail, state, prison, and the feds. Check it out, check it out. People want for bad luck. Hell, I guess that a nigga wouldn't have none. But when I think about it, what would I be without my guns? How could I get away from the popos if a nigga couldn't run? Why was I give her a daughter when I always prayed for a son? Life is crazy, ain't it? Sometimes I even think the same thing. I've been waiting on freedom in hell, but ain't a thing changed. And I lost my brother in the struggle till he hit and lost his mother. And I'm thinking if I lose mine, who gon' raise my brother? Not the kids, stay in school, don't use drugs. Who'll teach them right from wrong and show them boys true love? So I pray for the better days, face the bombs and the runaways. And I put my guns away and I pray for peace on Sundays. It's crazy,
just like the soldiers that ain't coming home this year. Just like the fellas in prison. We miss you so much for real. What about the children who ran away, that ain't coming home today? Well, here's a message from coast to coast. Cause when them thugs really needed the most, the thug holiday.
Just like them, just like them, just like them, just like them. Just like people want for all these killers and all these conflicts of religions, and the Muslims, Jews, and Christians. We know that we're all God's children, and there's only one of Him. Plus, ain't none of y'all confront Him. We're so blind in our own mind, we wouldn't even know God if we confront Him. And I read your books, know all your remixes to the Bible. What about a verse for the thugs, cure with drugs and survival? Let's ask some chapters named Mark, Malcolm, and Farrakhan. In all my history books, only one died was the Americans. And let's point them out, who's responsible for Vietnam. And hold on, there's more. We had 2 world wars. And how come the judges make more than the teachers making? They the one raising all the taxes. Got us fighting for education. Life is crazy, ain't it?
So many tears throughout the years. Somebody tell me what's going on. And so many lies, but only God knows about the pain deep inside. It gets so hard. You gotta keep your head up, know you're fed up, but stay strong. Here's a message from coast to coast. Cause when them thugs really need it the most, love holiday.
Just like them, just like them, just like them, just like them. Just like them.
This is for my people in the ghetto. I'm calling out to all my thugs in the ghetto. Calling out. Cause it gets hard sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up and be strong. Here's a message from coast to coast. Cause when the thugs are really needed the most, the thug holiday. Thug holiday. Need it, gotta have it.
bless y'all souls.
All of my thugs from the ghetto. This song is dedicated to the ghetto.
All right, bro, have a good one, bro.
Yeah, man, you be safe. One love. Respect.
Message from coast to coast.
Hey, you want some
Thugs
food?
really need it the most. A holiday.
Appreciate you, man.
I said fuck holiday.
Want some food?
Fuck
Y'all good?
holiday.
Plenty of water? Cool.
Thank you guys.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
Hey, who didn't get food?
I got it.
Everybody got food? Everybody got water?
Thug holiday. Go ahead, you can cry. It's all right, baby. Everything gonna get great today. That's right. This is a time when we take out to remember all the loved ones we lost in the struggle, you know. I dedicate this to my brother Hollywood, and Lil Toby, Bam, my dog Itchy, Lil Trav. I dedicate this to the struggle, everybody in the county jail, state pen, and the feds. Check it out. Everyone for bad luck. Hell, I guess that a nigga wouldn't have none. But when I think about it, what would I be without my guns? How could I get away from the popos if a nigga couldn't run? And why was I giving a daughter when I always prayed for a son? Life is crazy, ain't it? Sometimes I even think the same thing. I've been waiting on freedom to ring hell, but ain't a thing changed. And I lost my brother in the struggle till he hit and lost his mother. And I'm thinking if I lose mine, who gon' raise my brother? Not to be a thug, to stay in school, don't use drugs. Who will teach them right from wrong and show them boys true love? So I pray for the better days, face the bombs and the runaways. And I put my guns away and I pray for peace on Sundays. It's crazy,
Just
ain't it?
like the soldiers that ain't coming home this year. Just like the fellas in prison. We miss
Hey, you
you
got
so
some food,
much
man?
for real.
Want some
What
food?
about the children
Right here.
who ran away?
Right here.
That ain't coming home today. Well, here's a message from coast to coast. Cause when them thugs really need it the most, the thug holiday.
Just like 'em. Just like 'em. Just like 'em. Everyone for all these killers and all these conflicts of religions, and the Muslims, Jews, and Christians. We know that we're all God's children, and there's only one of Him. Plus, ain't none of y'all confront Him. We're so blind in our own mind, we wouldn't even know God or who's in front of Him. Man, I read your books, know all your remixes to the Bible. What about a verse for the thugs, cure with drugs and survival? Let's ask some chapters named Mark, Malcolm, and Farrakhan. In all my history books, only one died was the Americans. And let's point them out. Who's responsible for Vietnam?
Nah, man, you
Oh,
want some
no,
food?
there's more. We had 2 world wars. And how come the judges make more than the teachers make? When they the one raising all the taxes and got us fighting for education. Life is crazy, ain't it?
So many tears throughout the years. Somebody tell me what's going on. And so many lies, but only God knows about the pain deep inside. It gets so hard. You gotta keep your head up, know you're fed up, but stay strong. Here's a message from coast to coast. Cause when them thugs really need it the most, the thug holiday.
Just like 'em. Just like 'em. Just like 'em.
This is for my people in the ghetto. I'm calling out to all my thugs in the ghetto. Calling out. It gets hard sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up and be strong. Here's a message from coast to coast. Cause when the thugs really need it the most, the thug holiday. Thug holiday. Cause we need it, you gotta have it. Cause it gets hard out here in these streets. You know what I mean? In the ghetto, I'm calling out to all of my thugs in the ghetto.
that dog's name? What's up, Midnight?
All of my thugs from the ghetto.
I've been in Sun all day. You've been in there. Everybody got
It's
food?
dedicated to the ghetto.
You got food? Cool, man.
Message from coast to coast. 'Cause when the thugs really need it the most, a thug holiday. I said thug holiday. Thug holiday.
Got food?
Need it, we need it.
You got food, water?
Yeah.
Cool, man. What's up? You got food and water?
Yes, sir.
Everybody got food and water?
Thug holiday. Go ahead, you
Everybody
can
good to
cry.
go?
It's all right, baby.
You need anything else?
Great today. This is the time when we take out remember all the loved ones we lost in the struggle, you know. I dedicate this to my brother Hollywood, little Toby, Bam, my dog Itchy, and Lil Trav. I dedicate this to the struggle, everybody in the county jail, state pen, and the feds. Check it out. Everyone for bad luck. Hell, I guess that a nigga wouldn't have none. But when I think about it, what would I be without my guns? How could I get away from the popos if a nigga couldn't run? And why was I giving a daughter when I always prayed for a son? Life is crazy, ain't it? Sometimes I even think the same thing. I've been waiting on freedom to ring hell, but ain't a thing changed. And I lost my brother in the struggle till he hit and lost his mother. And I'm thinking if I lose mine, who gon' raise my brother? Not to be a thug, just stay in school, don't use drugs. Who will teach them right from wrong and show them boys true love? So I pray for the better days, face the bombs and the runaways. And I put my guns away and I pray for peace on Sundays. It's crazy,
Just like the soldiers that ain't coming home this year. Just like the fellas in prison. We miss you so much for real. What about the children who ran away that ain't coming home today? Well, here's a message from coast to coast. 'Cause when them thugs really need it the most, a thug holiday.
just like 'em, 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 just like 'em. Number one for all these killers and all these conflicts of religions, and the Muslims, Jews, and Christians. We know that we're all God's children, and there's only one of Him. Plus, ain't none of y'all confront Him. We so blind in our own mind, we wouldn't even know God if we confront Him. And I read your books, know all your remixes to the Bible. What about a verse for the thugs, cure with drugs and survival? Let's add some chapters, name of Mark, Malcolm, and Farrakhan. In all my history books, only one died was the Americans. And let's point them out, who's responsible for Vietnam? And hold on, there's more. We had 2 world wars. And how come the judges make more than the teachers is making? When they the one raising all the taxes and got us fighting for education. Life is crazy, ain't it?
So many tears throughout the years. Somebody tell me what's going on. And so many lies, but only God knows about the pain deep inside. It gets so hard. You gotta keep your head up, know you're fed up, but stay strong. Here's a message from coast to coast. 'Cause when them thugs really need it the most, the thug holiday.
Just like 'em, 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 just like 'em.
This is for my people in the ghetto. I'm calling out to all my thugs in the ghetto. Calling out.
Come on, missus. We got food for you.
It gets hard sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up and be strong. Here's a message from coast to coast. 'Cause when the thugs really need it the most, a thug holiday. Thug holiday. 'Cause we need it. We gotta have it. 'Cause it gets hard out here in these streets. You know what I mean? In the ghetto, I'm calling out to all of my thugs in the ghetto. say, all of my thugs from the ghetto, ghetto, ghetto. This song is dedicated to the ghetto, ghetto, ghetto. Message from coast to coast. 'Cause when the thugs really need it the most, I thought holiday. I said fuck holiday, fuck holiday. Need it, we need it.
Building.
Hey, keep going.
Hey, T, pull the van up here in between, right behind Choice.
Thug Holiday. Go ahead, you can cry. It's alright, baby. Everything gonna get greater later. That's right. This is the time when we take out to remember all the loved ones we lost through the struggle, you know. I dedicate this to my brother Hollywood, and little Toby, Bam, my dog Itchy, and little Trav. I dedicate this to the struggle, everybody in the county jail, state pen, and the feds. Check it out, check it out. Everyone for bad luck. Hell, I guess that a nigga wouldn't have none. But when I think about it, what would I be without my guns? How could I get away from the popos if a nigga couldn't run? If I was given a daughter when I always prayed for a son. Life is crazy, ain't it? Sometimes I even think the same thing. I've been waiting on freedom to ring hell, but ain't a thing changed. And I lost my brother in the struggle. Till the hit and I lost his mother. And I'm thinking if I lose mine, who gon' raise my brother? Not to be a thug, to stay in school, don't use drugs. Who will teach them right from wrong and show them boys true love. So I pray for the better days, face the bomb and the runaways. And I put my guns away and I pray for peace on Sundays. It's crazy,
Just like the soldiers that ain't coming home this year. Just like the fellas in prison. We miss you so much for real. What about the children who ran away that ain't coming home today? Well, here's a message from coast to coast. 'Cause when them thugs really need it the most, the thug holiday.
Just like them, 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 just like them. People want for all these killers and all these conflicts of religions, and the Muslims, Jews, and Christians. We know that we're all God's children, and there's only one of Him. Plus, ain't none of y'all confront Him. We so blind in our own mind, we wouldn't even know God if we was in front of Him. Man, I read your books, know all your remixes to the Bible. What about a verse for the thugs, cure with drugs and survival? Let's ask some chapters, name of Mark, Malcolm, and Farrakhan. In all my history books, only one died was the Americans. And let's point them out, who's responsible.
2019 truckers feeding the homeless is complete. How many plates did we pass out?
How come the judges make more than the teachers make when they the one raising all the taxes and got us fighting for education? Life is crazy, ain't it?
So many tears.
That's what we did. Now this is what we're doing.
Somebody tell me what's going on. And so many lies, but only God knows about the pain deep inside.
Thank you for all your hard work.
You gotta keep head up, know you're dead up, but stay strong.
My sister right here.
Coast to coast. 'Cause when them thugs really need it the most, the thug holiday.
Just like them, just like them, just like them, just like them. Just like them, just like them.
This is for my people in the ghetto.
620 something.
Calling out to all my thugs in the ghetto.